Hello lovely dancers, my name is Aisha and welcome back to belly dance tutorials. Today I'll go over the hip twists. Hip twists are used a lot in belly dancing. They are not hard to do or to understand. So today I'm gonna go over the basic technique, but also over some traveling patterns that you can do using the hip twist. So the basic one, the standard one, looks like this. Yeah. Slower or faster. It's very easy. So you have to keep your feet together. Knees are straight, but not locked. Yeah, just straight but relaxed. Pelvis tucked in, basic posture applies like usually. And what we're trying to do is to move the hip from side to side, only the lower part of the body, the upper part is not involved. So try to keep the upper part steady, so it's not something like that. Yeah, your arms are in place, shoulders are in place, and you're using your feet actually to push in the floor to create this twisting motion in the hips. So the movement comes from down to up. So I ground myself on the floor very firmly, and I'm trying to twist my hips from the glutes, from all the muscles in this area, from side to side. It's usually a fast movement. So that's the basic one, the standard one. But you can do lots of things with a hip twist. For instance, you can switch your weight from one leg to the other with a hip twist. So it's a sliding motion from one side to the other. While doing the hip twist, you can spend more time on one side or the other. You can style it in many ways. I like it when the hips are at horizontal level, so I have to bring this hip down a little bit. Yeah. So I have to be careful to keep my hips level. Normally, one of them will want to go higher, like this or like this, depending on your body. But yeah, try to keep them steady. So for this one, I have to bend the knees a little bit, but not a whole lot. You don't want to be here doing this movement. That's not elegant. And also, don't spend too much time here in the middle doing this movement. You can just shift from side to side. Yeah. But my favorite is to travel. To travel with this movement. When you travel, the movement is more on one hip than on the other. For instance, if I travel forward on this hip, yeah, one more time. So traveling forward with a hip twist or back. Or in any direction. You can do side to side, or around in a circle. We'll talk about that. You can do this movement on flat feet or in releve. This is very cute, especially as an accent. Ta-ta-ta. It's a short movement, but it's cute. Again, when you travel, you can travel with a movement in releve or on flat feet or one up, one down. So you really have options here. When you travel around, I wanted to come back to this. When you travel around, make sure that you move both hips, left and right, in the same amount. So unless you want to style it on one hip only, but it looks much better if it's on both hips. So when I travel around, I'm moving my directional hip, but also the other hip the same amount. So I'm gonna go this way Yes, I'm moving both hips, front and back, front and back. Yeah. I'll demonstrate again from the back here. And when you do a circle, it looks really pretty. To move both hips. When you do the circle, make sure that you stay on the outside of the circle, you complete the circle, and the body is a little bit leaning back. So my hips are slightly in front of my body, not too much, but a little bit, so it creates a nice line. When you are leaning back a little bit, but again, you can style it in many other ways. It's not one way better than the other. It depends on the music, of course. So let's try this movement on music. Let's start with a standard hip twist. Let's start with a standard hip twist in place on flat feet. Your arms can frame the hips or be here, here, wherever you want. You can even move the arms a little bit. Yeah? Let's come up on toes. And down. Let's do up and down, up and down. Try not to move the arms too much. Let's try to move front and back on with emphasis on one hip. Yeah, so the hip goes from back to front. I like to do this in releve or back. Let's try to move in a circle. Let's try in place with switching the weight. Let's try to corner our body. Other way. So diagonal body. All right. So hip twists are very versatile. You can use them in pretty much almost all the songs, they're easy to do, but they do require attention to some details. Yeah, as I said, when you do one-sided traveling direction, you still have to move the other hip as well, and then to keep them horizontal as much as possible. Alright, I hope you liked my video. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like my videos, to give it a thumbs up, to subscribe to my channel, and also to follow me on Instagram at Aisha_dancer. Keep practicing, and I hope to see you next time. Shimmy, shimmy.